Welcome to a short and maybe messy bonus episode of
Where I Can Tap My Knee.
Whew, okay, Jonathan, we are here again.
Yes, we are.
We didn't even have to. Do we even need to introduce ourselves this time? People know who we are. They know what this is about. And we're getting into the recap of episode 10 of My Stand-In. Whew. Whew. I don't know if I should cheer or whatnot.
This was a complicated episode.
It was complicated. So as a reminder, as we should always do, My Stand-In is available to stream on iQiyi on Fridays. And of course, this will have spoilers. Okay, so if you have not watched a single episode of the show, don't listen to this until you have. And we highly recommend you watch the show anyway.
It's too good. Don't spoil yourself. It's too good.
Right. It's too good. You got to feel the emotions we're feeling. So let's get into the first thing that we see. Why did Joe go home with Ming?
I know. I mean, I was like, not you getting out that car, girl. Come on.
I was very
I guess
upset.
He gave in. Ming, he walked away and Ming hugged him 3 more times afterwards. And I guess the last thing Ming said to him was like, hey, I still, we still have that contract for another 6 months. So you still low-key have to listen to me and like accompany me.
Yeah, he still is bound to a contract. That is true.
But he's like, I'm gonna fill it with moments that are gonna make you realize you love me again.
Yeah, Ming, I guess, is really trying, which I was a little surprised and also a little cringe.
This is the start of the redemption journey, and like I can see how they're doing it. Like.
Yeah. So let's start with Ming being submissive.
Ooh. Submissive.
And wildly it was weird. Like, I cringed, like, physically.
I know. He's like, trying his best. He's like cooking.
He was cooking, cleaning, being that doting quote unquote husband.
He came out with the like flip-flops and the food, like, here you go, I made you dinner.
Yeah,
let me crack an egg in there just like you used to. I was like, come on.
Right. Out here doing the Cater to You song by Destiny's Child. Like, calm down. Like, it was a little...
Joe was giving the meanest side eye. Joe was like, boy.
I would too, because I'm like, this is weird. Like, I'm feeling Joe is probably like, this is fake.
Because
it came off fake to me, which is why I was cringing. It's like, this is trying a little too hard.
180 change.
Right.
Like 30 minutes ago, you were not 30 minutes ago. A couple of days ago.
The day before.
You thought my body was cooked. You thought that was me that was cooking in that cemetery.
Right.
And now you're ready to share this house with me again.
Right.
And you're gonna make me breakfast. And wearing our matching pajamas. It was really cute. But I'm also like, at the same time, I'm like, no, this is too easy. No, Ming. Like, Joe better put you through hell.
Right. And I really wanted Joe to like not give in so easily. I was kind of like, Joe, don't even give him an inch.
I know, but
like,
Joe is too Joe's very
he's
submissive.
Too nice.
He's too passive. He's very like, we'll see where this goes. Like, he's not pushing. Like, he would have been like, all right, I slept over. Bye, I'm gonna go home. No, he's like, all right, make me food.
Yeah, well, he didn't ask him to make him food.
Well, he's like, all right, I'm gonna eat this meal you gave me.
Exactly.
And he's like, Tong called. Oh, and I hung up that phone. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, that phone call was,
I was like, I was like, you give it to him. Give it to him.
Yeah, I love that little sass that he gave Tong, because Tong deserved it.
He
and has been deserving it. Right. And I love how he said, I'm not your servant. And I was like, you better let him know, Joe. You better snap, okay? You better let him know.
And even Bing
But
was like, "Oh, 2 years ago, you would have never done that." And I was like, he
right,
needed to have. Honestly, he
he had
needed a
growth.
backbone 2 years ago. Yes, clock it.
And he found it because he realized
Found it way
that,
too late. Yeah.
yeah, he found it way too late, but he found it. And I guess what's really revealing is we know why Tong called. First of all, I didn't realize that was Bing's phone.
Me
And
neither.
at first I was like, why is Tong calling Joe? For
Yeah.
what?
But I guess
You
yeah,
know,
it's Ming's phone. Ming has this like
it was
beige
and
brown
then
phone case. Yeah. So
yeah.
Tong apparently, well, he did some like shady deal with like a business partner to buy this like real estate something.
Yeah, like I think some resort or something and
And
owes
it fell through,
millions
so
of
he
baht.
owes money.
Yeah, so he is in debt, honey. And allegedly he married the sister for money.
Yeah, I love
And
how Ming
because
just
the
threw that
family
in
is
there,
so
being like,
traditional.
"Yeah, well, he married the wrong sibling because she doesn't get any of the money."
I thought that was hilarious because I was kind of like,
I was like, "Oh, so you knew he was a gold digger? You knew?"
so it's funny because Tong is out here trying to make Joe look like a gold digger, and Tong is the real gold digger. Okay,
Literally, and no
yeah,
one else
but I thought that was
notices. Come
so
on.
funny. And well, I guess he's acting. He's really good at
I
acting.
get. I mean, for
I
his two
guess.
seconds on screen, he's a really good actor. Apparently,
I guess. And the sister, I guess because the family is so conservative, she doesn't have access to the money.
which is, I mean, at first I thought they were gonna say, "Oh, our family's so conservative, like she signed the prenup," but no, just like she gets nothing as the daughter, and
Yeah,
Ming
I
is just
guess she
the
doesn't
heir
get
to
anything
everything.
until right. I guess she doesn't get anything until the parents pass away, but she doesn't have access to any funds until that time. Until that time, but Ming has all the access, and I'm like, okay, sounds very chauvinist. Which let's keep that in mind as we continue. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Ming canceling Joe's mama's dialysis session and taking her to the family doctor. What
That
did you
was
think about
wild.
that?
I was like, not this mama just doing whatever this man says. She's like, "Hey, I saw you the other day. Yeah, take me to a new hospital." I'd be like, "Excuse me?"
Yeah, I was
I'd be like,
so
"Joe
confused.
paid money for this dialysis for this specific hospital. I'm not just gonna go with some kind of stranger." But I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
she sees Ming before she's seen his work. She's like, I guess I'll
yeah,
trust this rich man.
yeah. But also, I think what I didn't like about that was why didn't Ming just go ahead and say, hey, Joe, I think this other place is better for your mom's dialysis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning on taking her here. He didn't even give him the courtesy of a heads up. And I was like, see, that's a little bit of this possessive
Of
behavior.
course,
This
Ming is
possessive
very
behavior I
at
don't
first,
like.
like talk later. He's just gonna do it. He's very,
Yeah,
he's
and
gonna
he needs to
control
stop
everything.
doing
Yeah.
stuff like that because you can't be controlling people's lives like that just because you're trying to get something. Like the gesture was nice,
Yeah, the gesture
but
is
the
nice,
way he
but that
did
is
it
wild.
was bad. Yeah.
And the mom took it. The mom was like, "Oh, but I, I put him through the ringer. I put him through the test, cause I
Because she
guess
could
she,
tell they had a street thing. She could
oh,
tell.
she did." And I was like, "Really?
Yeah.
I thought two
She
weeks ago,
clocked it.
Mama, you were shipping me with son, and now you're like,
She
go with
probably
me."
wanted to ship him with Sun because, she's a fan of his.
I know, but I was like, "Yeah, I thought you liked Sun last episode. There was no Sun this episode."
There wasn't. There wasn't.
Wow.
And you know what? Maybe we won't see Tarn again. I was really
I
hoping we
Tarn
would
is
because I wanted mess.
one
I
episode
wanted
thing.
mess. Yes, I really wanted
You
mess.
you only wanted that 5 point triangle, that pentagon, love
I
triangle.
did.
It's not
I
happening.
really did. But let's see.
Let's
Maybe they
see.
might surprise us.
Still
We
got a
got two
couple episodes
episodes left after
left.
this. Also, what did you think about Ming standing outside?
Oh, I
Uh,
literally screamed at the TV. I was like, "Let them dogs eat his ass, please.
Yeah,
Bite
right.
him,
And
bite
I'm
him."
like, sir, you have Grab.
I
Like,
was
you know
like,
what Grab is,
"Don't you have
right?
a car?" Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
he
you
said
have a car.
he said, "Oh my
You
God, it's so
have the.
hard to find a Grab tonight. It's too hard. The taxis."
It was like, it's not that hard.
I was like, "You're a
Like, you
rich
have a
man. You
phone.
can't
Grab is in your
contact your
app. You,
assistant. Come on
Right. Your
now.
assistant's not reaching you. I was like, you lying because you just wanted
Lying
to sleep over.
down.
Right. You wanted to sleep
I mean,
over, have
that's
your
a
nipple
gigantic
sucked. That's what
house.
you wanted to do.
Joe could have been
Right.
like, here's my spare bedroom all the way on the other side of the house. But no, he's
Right.
like, you're in my room, shower here.
I was like, Joe,
Joe does not put up
why?
a fight.
No. And I'm like, Joseph, why would you have
Joseph.
sex with him again?
The way he didn't try to stop it at all. He was just like, my mom's in the next room. Like, let's be quiet. Let's be
Yeah.
quiet.
And I'm sure she heard it.
Oh, she
But
heard everything.
I will say, she heard everything. But I will say, I hollered.
You hollered? You were
I
hollering. You were
hollered
making noise.
when Joe put on the condom.
Oh my god.
I hollered. Like
That was spicy. That was spicy.
that was spicy. Like when he put the condom on me. Like we got to be explicit.
I mean, we don't get
okay?
that enough in shows though, of people actually using condoms, right?
I mean, well, they use it. Like they give us evidence of using it, but in this show,
They
they've
said,
been
"Look,
going back
watch
and
how
forth.
he put it
Sometimes,
on."
yeah. Sometimes they using it. Sometimes they not. I guess
Oh my god, they've
Joe
always
was
used
like-
it. They've always used it. I swear.
No, not always. Because I still think that bathroom scene. Like,
Nah,
what,
he had that shit
episode
ready.
3 or
It was
4?
on already.
He was
on.
not. It was not on. He was not strapped. He did not come in there hard. Okay.
Anyway,
So-
apparently he did.
So
Anyway.
no, he didn't. So no lube, no nothing. So that's why Joe was walking the way he was walking after that.
Oh my god.
So
no, but Ming's
anyway.
line here, it was a little creepy when he was like, you can't stop me, and I was like, that
Yeah,
can go
that
two
was
different
like,
ways.
ew.
That can go two different ways.
Right. It's like I'm hoping that was a mistranslation because we know iQiyi is not good. With
Yeah,
these
it was probably
subtitles.
like a I know you don't want to stop me, kind of like I know
Right.
you're just playing. But that could
I'm
also
going
be
to
very
say that was
like
a mistranslation.
you can't stop me because this is the contract, so you can't say no to me.
Ew, which is also kind of gross.
Yeah.
Either like I'm really hoping it's a
It
mistranslation.
was probably the other way around, as in like like you don't want to stop.
I know
like
You don't want to
like
stop.
you're
And
not
he
worried about the
didn't
mom.
want to stop.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was probably worried about that, but also not that worried.
Yeah,
because
because he put the condom on.
He put the condom on after, the few times they have raw dogged it. He did put the condom on.
I mean, they didn't do it from the
And
back this time. Wow.
They did it.
They're
from
leveling
the
up,
side.
right? We got a
And
side
Ming
moment.
was looking in his face and seeing his
I thought they were gonna like
orgasm.
shout out that. I thought Joe was gonna be like, "Wow, you're looking at me like in the eyes," kind of thing.
No.
As he
no,
two-stroke sneezes.
but-
I was like, it was literally like 10 seconds, and we hear a little
yeah.
achoo. I was like, I can't, Joe. I feel like you wouldn't carry that into this new body. That's so silly, but that's a funny little thing. Quirk.
My goodness. I will say I've never been with anyone who sneezes while they orgasm.
I mean, there's plenty of time. There's plenty of time to find one.
No, I don't want to. But anywho.
Anywho,
Can we save some space and talk about the mom? What do we think of her?
love her.
As in
Love her
Joe's
down.
mom.
Yeah, she's
Me
supportive,
too.
but she's also like, you better tell your family, because
Yes.
you can't hide this shit
Because
forever.
she doesn't want mess.
And she doesn't want what
doesn't
happened to
mess.
the son originally. Joe number 1 to happen
Right.
again. As in, like, you keep this a
Right.
secret and then stuff happens. We still
Right.
need that backstory, please.
That's why I really want. That's the main reason why I want Tarn to come back, because I feel as if we need to hear more. Like we got something to go off of, but I'm like, it's like they gave us the appetizer and they didn't give us the full meal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, where's the main course?
I got
Like,
my
that's what I'm
fries,
waiting
but where's
on.
my burger? Where's my burger?
Right? Like that's where I'm at right now.
Where's
So-
my side of ranch? I don't know.
I don't like ranch on stuff, but
Me
that's
neither.
just
Me neither.
Anywho.
Me neither.
So, but I love the mom. I think she's really, she's in it to win it.
Yeah.
She wants to see her son successful because she messed up and she spent a lot of time reflecting. And I think sometimes with parents, it all kind of goes back to, I love my son and I don't want this to happen again. So
Yeah,
I
she
need
wants
to
the
do
best for
right this
him, and
time.
she's gonna show him that she
Right.
supports as long as they're both doing
As
things
long as
the
the
right
person's
way.
not trash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as he's not trash and he's not just playing with him.
Right. So let's get back to um
To Mr. Trash Tong.
Tong. Yes. So I was like, where did this hood mafia boss come from?
Yeah,
Like, so it was
we
like, you
joined
did
Kim
a
Porch.
shady deal.
We joined Kim Porch for
Yeah,
a second, and he did some shady
right.
deals.
Because I was like, wait a minute, this is shadier than I thought. Like, so you want to? Because this person said that when I hurt you, you won't have a stand-in, and I'm like,
You
oh
want to have a
Jesus,
stand-in to take
like
the
he's
hit.
serious. So
I'm
of
just
course
like,
Tong's
what
gonna be
could
a little
you?
crazy.
I don't understand. I don't understand Tong. He's playing. He was playing big villain this episode. I gotta give it to him. Mech is playing big
Mm-hmm.
villain Tong this episode. It was really good.
Yeah.
But
But he's been the villain. Like he's been the real
yeah,
villain.
he's been the
Now that
real
we're
villain.
seeing
Even though I
like
still
this
think
whole
Ming
series.
is a villain, I'm still not letting him off the hook. He's doing a lot of. They gave us lots of cutesy moments, and like Ming, up, like playing Ming, like this whole show, Ming's character is like his hair is like pushed back, like combed back, and
Mm.
I kind of hate that look on Up. So like finally, like half of this episode, Ming has his like hair kind of like down, like kind of like a
A little. He has some bangs.
yeah.
in
He
his
had like a little
face,
side bang moment, and I'm like, oh, you look so
Right.
much better. You look so much less like an asshole with his hair. Like it does make him
Maybe that
really
was
human. Like they did that on purpose.
Yeah, it seems like it was intentional.
Yeah, because my heart
Um,
was like, all right, Up, you look kind of cute with his hair. I like it.
Yeah, but man, I mean, not Up, but Tong is pressed for cash. He is pressed against the
Do you
wall.
think the
He might
sister
end up being
knows?
physically pressed.
You think his wife knows? The Ming sister knows?
I don't think she does because you know when
Or
she
she's
came
living
into
in
the
La La
office,
Land. She's just like.
she was like, let's go do lunch.
She's like,
and
girl,
he was
what's
like,
for
no.
lunch, girl?
But I think she could sense something was not right, but I don't think she knows exactly what it is. You know.
I really want her to
but-
be like really just in on everything. I want her to know.
She needs to know.
Cause her man about to go to
She-
prison. I don't know. or she about to see like a couple of houses are getting sold off. A couple cars are getting sold off. Cause he pressed for cash.
Right, and Ming is still not gonna give it to him. So,
Well,
let's see. Oh, we jumped a little ahead, but
Uh,
Ming schemed to have Joe replace Tong in a lead movie.
I was like, was this the one that they talked about a couple episodes ago that Joe was going for? That P.
Yeah.
Wood was like sending him for, or is this something else?
Yeah, but it might have been, and then Tong like did whatever he did.
Oh, the
and
one
that's
from 2
kind
years
of
ago.
how-
Maybe.
Right,
I don't know.
but Ming is trying to make it right.
Yeah, I love how he
The
said it.
movie
He said it
title-
out loud. He was like, I'm trying to make it right and give you that chance we stole from you 2 years ago. Because that's exactly what you guys get. You guys stole his opportunity.
Right. But okay, I was like, okay, Ming, okay, we see you.
I was like,
we see you.
all right, doing something.
And then it seemed as if
Yeah, the script, on the front of the script that he passed him, it said "My Stand-In," and I was like, "Is this movie about the show?" Like that'd be kind of gaggy if it's they're giving him the script of the actual show, like they're playing the story of what happened to Joe, about
Right.
like he waking up in a new body and everything, and Ming kind of just
that
wrote
would
the
be a
script for
whole
him.
mess.
I
That would
feel like
be a
that's a little
whole
too
mess.
close to home. If I was Joe playing that,
Yeah.
I'm playing my life story.
Right.
But
a
I
little
mean,
too
it
much.
obviously makes a great story because we're loving the show.
We are loving it for real. So listen, Tong needs that money, so he is playing nice, or at least we thought he was.
I mean, I knew
Because remember,
something
he
was
invited them to his.
Yeah.
He invited them to the premiere,
Mhm.
and you know what? Joe tries to keep it cool, you know, and was like, because Ming was like, I don't want to go. I'm not going. And then Joe was like, no, what? We're going. Let's go ahead. Let's support your brother-in-law. I'm dating you anyway.
I mean,
Let's go
I
ahead
didn't.
and
I
do
didn't think he was
this.
gonna go to support. I thought he was gonna be like, "Bitch, I'm in this movie too. I need to show my face.
Right.
I need to go with my
right.
company to make sure that he put my name on it." And then lo and
Right.
behold,
his name wasn't.
That's gag. I was like, where's P. Wood? Where are you? Manager, where's my manager? Where's my agent?
Right. He was not in this episode either.
Yeah.
Now thinking about it.
Convenient.
But before we
Because he
get
would have
to
been at that premiere,
part,
he would have told Joe to go to the premiere. Hey.
right. But before we get to that,
it's not through. Oh, no, it is still him still. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But before we get to that, Ming literally said that he would trade it all. I'm kind of like, damn, Ming wants to be now Mr. Trade It All.
Oh my God. Wait, when? Wait, for one moment.
So that was just before they went into the premiere.
Oh.
They had that little conversation.
Oh.
And he said
They're really trying to, they're really laying it on, the redemption hard.
Yeah. Like, Ming really is trying very hard.
He's like, I'll do it over
at
again,
first,
girl.
it seemed like an act until Tong did his dirty ass, low down, stank ass, narcissist shit again. So he definitely not getting any money.
Mm-hmm.
And we just mentioned it, how he was the producer of this movie, left Joe's name out, and then had the audacity to lie through his teeth on camera saying, I did all my own stunts. And you know, Ming was about to cause a scene
and
at
he
that movie
should have.
theater.
I feel like you should have. That would have been a perfect opportunity to out
You know what?
Tong to the world.
Sometimes
I'd been like, hi, I'm with your stand-in right here. Wasn't he great in the movie, Tong?
You know what, though? I'm glad Joe
so
kind of stopped them.
No, I didn't understand
I don't know if they were scared.
I don't understand
I don't think they were scared.
What would Tong do
listen,
to Ming right
Ming
there?
knows how to plot and scheme. Okay, we have seen Ming plot and scheme. If Joe didn't calm Ming down, Ming would not be able to plot and scheme in a way that would make Tong suffer. Just embarrassing him out there. Where's the gratification in that?
That's
if you
plenty of
embarrassment.
No,
that's all you're doing is just short-term embarrassment. It's like,
it's
I'm
not short-term. That's ruining his career. The moment he said, "Yeah, I did all the stunts myself," sure you did.
Yeah, but then also Ming has a lot at stake if he does that too and falls into the gutter that way. Sometimes it's better to put the way Ming in water then turn it on. Opposed to just throwing the frog in boiling water, you know.
This poor
Sometimes
frog.
you got to let it happen slowly, you know. Sometimes that's what you got to do.
I don't know. I feel like he lost his chance there, and that's how Tong had the one up on him, gagged him in that meeting. Afterwards.
He sure did. That was low down.
That's why I was like, look, you lost your chance,
going lower,
and you set up this meeting because you lost your chance to do it in person, and now he got you.
But you know what? He didn't get him because he thought he did. Because the thing is, I was like, Ming's still not giving him that money.
Yeah.
Because now you did
literally, I was like, why would you do this? You made him.
Yeah, it's like you're still not gonna get the money. You're really not gonna get it.
At first, I was like, is it because you're getting the money from the mom? Like, is the mom gonna help you?
No,
no.
The mom, he did that to pretty much scare him away from doing it. And Ming was gagged. I mean, I was shocked too. I'm like, not you bringing the mom in this.
Though.
Yeah, you're still not gonna get the money
So
now
you,
because
you
Ming
made me
was
lose
pissed.
Joe, but your ass still need money.
Right.
I don't understand.
Like, come on.
Kind of dumb. He could have done that after he got the money.
Right. He could have, but nope. Of course, Tong is not thinking in that way.
I don't know what the plan was. Yeah, I don't know.
But see, look, Ming knows how to do stuff too, and this is why I said Ming knows how to scheme. We have seen him scheme in this show already. And Ming came out to his dad as a part of the scheme. In front of his mama and in front of Tong.
I mean...
And they were both shocked. Now, how this is going to turn out, I don't know. But one thing for sure is, now there is no question Ming is with somebody. There's nothing anyone could say or do. Ming already is putting it on the table. I am going to be with Joe.
I mean, he said right there. I mean, earlier he called him his boyfriend to Tong. He was like, put some respect on his name. That's my man. He's not your standard. He's my man. And I was like, not Joe going along with it. Joe, stand up.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Ming didn't do that for Joe before.
Of course not, because he's such a changed man now. And I'm still like, 2 episodes ago, you were a whiny little boy yelling at your spiritual advisor, being like, "Where is
Right.
he? Where is he? You told me he's alive. He's dead." And now you're
Well, I
like,
mean,
"My
he
man,
was
my
that
man.
was
I knew it all
I
along."
I will I'll explain it as that was like grief
No,
because he saw that body.
no.
I'm gonna say it like that.
I
He saw that dead
guess.
body. So,
But earlier
but
this episode, Ming was during all their like little talks. Ming did say that he knew that there was something with Joe the moment that he saw him at the elevator.
mm-hmm.
And he was like, that's why I wanted to get closer to you and everything. Why? Because Joe was like, all right, you miss me and you love me, but you still got this new
Mm-hmm.
Joe to be your little side hoe. So, and I was like, yeah, clock it. But
Right. And I think it goes back to, we said this a couple episodes back. We still, I do believe, and I still believe, and now I think I have been proven right, and I think you have been too. Ming does really love Joe. He just had a very twisted and weird way about going about it.
crazy.
And
I mean,
now,
yeah,
and it was
yeah.
crazy. But now I think Ming realizes that if he doesn't love Joe right, he's going to lose him again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I think Ming deserves Joe at this point? I
Hell
still
no.
don't. I
Hell
still kind of
no.
don't want. I still don't want
I
them
really
together.
wanted the mom to say that. The mom should bring that up too. Like, if you can't be true to yourself and true to Joe, then like you don't deserve my son.
Yeah,
But she don't know me like that
but
to be airing out his tea.
right, she does. Yeah, because Ming knows how to. He knows how to schmooze.
He knows how to be the
and all of
perfect,
that.
the perfect little boy, and that's why he's
Mm-hmm.
his family haven't, dropped him yet.
Right. So I think we're gonna see a lot of drama in the next episode for sure. A lot of mess.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems like his dad is
I
straight
love.
up homophobe.
I know. I was like, ooh, they picked the homophobic father that's in every BL. Like, literally, is that not? Like, that's the same
I think it
homophobic
is.
dad that was in.
They always wear those glasses.
I think
too.
he was in
That
Dark
same
Blue
pair.
Kiss. He was in. I don't know. Like, I swear, he's in every like show when they need a homophobic father, because he plays
Right.
that mean mugging man.
He knows how to mean mug. He really does. He knows how to mean mug hard. Like.
I was like, that's so funny. I was like, yeah, we haven't seen the actor that plays his dad yet, and boom.
And here he is, the homophobic dad.
How did you feel about? Let's see. Ming was like, okay. Why? Because Joe was like, why did you become an actor? Like, after I died.
Oh, yes.
And Ming was like,
Oh.
I
Yes,
originally
yes.
didn't want to, but I chose to become an actor and put myself out there like a model or an actor because I wanted you to see me out there somewhere, because you went missing, and I was hoping that if I put myself in the public eye, that you'd see me and come back to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, girl, I guess.
I actually
I guess.
was.
That made sense.
I mean,
It's
I
cute,
thought that was
but-
kind of cute.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cute. I gotta give
But at the same
him
time,
that,
I was like, after everything you did to him, you're like, I chained you to my basement and you ran away from me. So I'm going to plaster my face everywhere so you'll never forget me. Like, there's two sides in my brain. That's like, that's really cute. And the other side's like, you're psychotic.
Yeah. But remember, he did this. The chaining, all of that was all before Joe, quote unquote, disappeared. He didn't become an actor. And this is the way that I'm kind of thinking about it based on certain other things he said in this episode until maybe a year after he was missing, and because he said, remember at the beginning, that the apartment got dirty because he was in agony for so long because Joe was missing. And then somehow he's like, I need to get myself together, because what if Joe comes back?
Well, why would he come
let
back
me
to
go.
you after you did all this to him? Why would he come back
Well,
to you? Delusional girl.
we also know that Ming is a little delusional.
Very
Okay, so
delusional. Like he
but
admits that like the whole chaining, like preventing him from going to that conference that ruined his career, like wasn't too much for Tong, but more for him, because he was scared that
he was jealous of Sun.
yeah, he was jealous of Sun, and he didn't want him to do some love interest movie with Sun.
Yeah,
But so you
yeah,
ruined this man's whole life and career because of your
because he was
jealousy
so selfish and
for this
possessive
man
back
that you didn't
then.
want to call you didn't want to call him your boyfriend. Like this is so
Right,
messy. But I guess he's grown
right,
up and everything. But we needed a little bit more of this change earlier on.
right.
Like
And
not
I
the
think,
moment you realize this Joe is the real Joe that all of a sudden you change. I don't know.
well, I
I don't know. It's a
part
mixture.
of
It's
me
a
is like
mixture. It's a journey.
it's a mixture because like part of me is thinking we weren't, unless he looked exactly like Joe. I don't think, because let's really put this out there, okay? Because literally everyone was like, they were like, you remind me of the old Joe, right?
I'm like
But
Winter don't
of
look like
course, it's a
Poon.
whole different
Winter
face.
does not look like
So
Poon.
they're,
Yeah.
yeah, so they're kind of like sitting there like, no, it can't be. It's just you remind me of this person. But that's all they could think about, right? So of course, I'm pretty sure Ming in his head is thinking maybe it is him. But then, like, that's just so weird because it's clearly physically it's not him. So that's why he kept, doing all these little tests to see,
I know, but
because
I
there's
just meant
only
like you're
certain
still
things
an
that Joe would
asshole to
know.
this guy that you don't even that reminds you of your old man. You're still an asshole to him.
He was still not nice, but I mean, he treated him a little better than the actual Joe, which is interesting.
This I don't because he feel guilty.
Yeah, and it was guilt, but I think once he realized it's the actual Joe, he's like, that's when he's like, I really don't want to lose him again. Because I already lost him once, don't want to lose him again.
I know, but
You
give
know?
give Joe some agency. God forbid he make a decision for himself. Like that's the
Yeah.
one thing that Joe here was like, let me go. I do not want to do this whole thing again. I don't want to fall into more
Mm-hmm.
drama. Like he's already deep
Mm-hmm.
in, but like he's like, please just let me
Mm-hmm.
go.
Right.
Every episode, I feel like he's
Um,
saying that. Every episode, he's like, please let me go.
right. But
Huh.
let's see.
Huh.
We got to talk about the ending. So we can conclude Tong is trash and probably going to jail.
Prison. Yeah,
Like,
cause the mom was like, oh yeah, leave this Joe and go help Tong. And when she said that, I was like, help Tong? You mean like with the money? Like, does she know? Or just like help Tong in
I don't think
general?
she fully knows the extent of what Tong has
Yeah, maybe Tong
done.
was just like,
I have a
Joe
feeling no
is.
one knows the full extent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how are you getting this
Um,
money? Anyways.
and then I think
Tong
the
is
other
evil.
question, the other question I have is it too late for Ming to be redeemable? And do we think he's trying?
I mean, obviously now they gave him the perfect scenario to be to redeem himself, or at least try. He's on the path.
He's trying.
They're really cute
And
together, but there's gonna be a part of me that's never gonna trust this man ever again. And
yeah, because he did so much
so
that
I
just
will
makes
have
me
this
not want
man,
to trust him.
try to redeem himself the rest of his life.
Yeah.
If I was Joe, that was what I would do. But
Yeah. Yeah, I think, but he is clearly trying
if he's
to make it
dedicated
right.
enough, yeah. And if he proves himself,
Yeah, and I think,
which he kind of did at the end here, like
yeah,
coming
coming
out to
out
his
to his
dad.
dad, that speaks volume, like it really confirms that he is in love with Joe. And also, why not use that to also be like, Tong, booyah, bitch.
I mean, yeah, he's like, you
um,
have nothing over me right now. You have nothing.
yeah, you can't use that anymore because now it's out in the open. So
Hmm.
you can't use that to go about and try to do your schemes because look, now I can one up you too. Run
Hmm.
and tell that. So, anywho, we definitely need to start going. That's enough for this bonus episode of Ride Can Top My Knee. Be safe. And actually, today, don't be Tong. Like, really don't be him.
Oh, don't
Because
be
he's
Tong.
low loud, dirty ass,
Ooh.
stank ass, probably
Oh.
don't even wash his booty kind of guy.
Period.
Okay, don't go. don't go for him. Don't be him. But I'm sure Mac washes his booty, and I'm sure it tastes nice.
Oh my
Anyway.
god. Anyway, I hope the Joe in your life puts the condom on you, on your knee.
Oh, not the protection.
Because that was such a wild part.
Knees.
That was such a wild part of the episode. Okay,
Alrighty, y'all.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.